Hello everybody and welcome to my master class. We have quite a few subjects to cover today. We're going to be going over a few of the basics to begin with. Then we're going to cover things that the tutorial will not teach you. Each day I play this game, I'm finding out different things, more and more stuff that I wish I have known from the beginning. The purpose is to help you win, help you win a lot more of your games. You're going to see a difference in the way you play by the end of this video. Shed some light on pro strats, covering grabs, combos. I will say this is not just a Halibel video. It's going to cover, you're going to understand a lot more than just Halibel by the end of this. You're going to understand more of the mechanics in the game. So let's get started. Now, we all know how in the beginning they tell you that you can do combos such as XXX 4 times. And then it ends with a key con. I will say I am using default controls, or I'm not using advanced controls yet. I heard good things about advanced controls, but I haven't switched them yet. Something I'm gonna have to do after this video. So you have a regular 4-hitter. I'm going to start by saying you do not want to do a 4th hit if somebody's standing there blocking. Because that is what actually leaves you unsafe and open for an attack, and they'll just start working on their own combo. You don't want that. And we have YYY. She has a 3-hit move or 2-hit move before the Keycon attack. And her first 2 moves leaves her very unsafe. What I started doing was doing the 2 hits and then into the spiritual pressure attack 1. That gets me out of dodge. That leaves me safe. Lets me be safe. And we also have, we can do XXYY. Or should I say XXY? But Halibel is XXY. Or if they're blocking, you can just do XXY into special pressure 1, which leaves you safe. We're going to skip the explanation of dashes for now. We're just going to go into grabs. There are 4 types of grabs you should be worried about, or 5 if your character has a special grab. Now, there's the grab from here, the one where you charge, you can see coming, and that's it. The other grab, point blank. This one is very hard to react to. You're not going to see that coming. We just covered 2. You're like, okay, what are the other 2 grabs? Well, remember when I said you could charge a grab, you can also stop. But the third one is an undetectable version. It's better than the charge version. So what do? Is you dash and then go on with a point blank grab. That's number 3. This one, the 4th grab, is a little tricky. You could do a flash step into grab. It's a lot quicker than this. It's a lot, try to say, scarier online. Trust me, it actually works. I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret, what I like to do here. Before I knew what I was doing, this is how I would start it. This is how I would extend my combos. Do 1, 2, grab, they don't see it coming. I'll do 1, grab, they don't see it coming. And then I'll start it off again. 1, grab. It's kind of cheap, but hey, you can get out of it. It's not a combo. This is all old stuff I used to do. It's invalid now. Let's talk about special moves now and signature moves. Halibel has a up Y move that these are safe and it does excellent guard damage. Trying to get her to block, she's not blocking.
Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I possess
that move leaves you safe on block.
Show you what that means.
So you gotta watch out. People are gonna catch on to that and they're just gonna grab you right after. In this game, grabs take priority. You will be swinging and then all of a sudden you get grabbed anyway. That's what I mean by priority.
Don't make me laugh.
You have this move. Well, if you've seen, as I did a second ago, it can be added on into a combo. That's what I was doing for the majority of the time. Past tense. I still do it actually, so. We have this move called Corient, which I probably am not pronouncing right. It's a special dash that she has, only she has it. Well, I say only she has it, but you get what I'm saying. You can cancel it mid move. You can go to the sides, but this does not do good on the sides. You can still get caught by most basic attacks, or should I say all basic attacks. Dodges projectiles most of the time. So the first version of this, you can do Orient into X, or you can do Corient into Y, which is heavy, Corient to light, or Corient to heavy. First version, you can't get anything off of that. Second version, the heavy version, you can combo right into that, to anything. Also excellent guard damage. And you can do something like that. This can also be changed into attacks, but it's not recommended because people they're very mashy, to say the least. I mean, people like to attack as soon as you get in range of them while doing Corient. Or just a simple dash, they're going to try to just mash you. So, as I was saying, you can cancel this and then probably do a grab. Or cancel, mix them up if you can, if they don't react violently. Alright, let's talk about spiritual pressure moves. Jeez. So first, left trigger, oops, left trigger Y is a projectile, and left trigger B is a combo here, heavy combo. 3100. That is invincible startup. which means it's like a DP in Street Fighter. We'll talk about Keycon moves later, or probably now, actually. So, if you just do a Keycon move raw, and you try to do the follow-up, it's not going to work.
How foolish of you.
Okay, except for this is training mode. Doesn't count. Most characters have an exclusive ability. Halibel has an aura gauge at the bottom of the screen. The more that fills up, the more damage she gets, but it's more like I've seen the normal combo get like 100 more damage, or 200 at the very least. But then you got stuff like spiritual pressure moves doing way more damage. I'll see if I can demonstrate that.
Is that all?
Oh, now I'm in blue. Don't have meter. Okay, so now I'm in blue. And this should do more than 3100. It does 3900. Let me get to orange and show you what the damage is. Now I'm in orange. Last it was 3900, now it's 3600? Wait a minute. It's weird. This game has really changed it up on me every time I say something. It's one thing, it's another. Alright, now that we got the basics out of the way, let's talk about your Onpaku, or in English, your life stocks. Now, don't let the game let you think that all you have to do is get their health down to red, and then you can do super. That is the most inefficient way to try to win the game. You're not going to win most of your matches like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Certain characters, scratch that. Certain characters can get away with that quite easily. In fact, especially Final Ishigo. But on another note, I have done certain things like get stocks down by doing only two damage each. And out of 9, that's 2, 2, 2, 1. I have done the combination of 2, 3, 3, 1, or 3, 3, 3. And there's 3, 4, 2. There's also 4, 5, which is what we should be striving for. And there's also 5, 4. Some characters have 2, 2, 5, 3, 6, 0, 0, 9, and just all 9. Now, the most efficient way, or what you should be striving for, is 4, 5. You want to do 4 life stocks as soon as you can. You want to do 5 to finish them off. That is 2 rounds. But if you find yourself in a situation like this, where you are 5 and they are 9, you're probably screwed. No, I'm just kidding. You're not screwed. This is where you can do 5 and then 4, because this game is heavily based on comeback mechanics. You want to be the first one to evolve first. So how do you evolve first? I gotta restart the training mode to demonstrate. Now I was saying that you want to be the first one to evolve first. You want to build that meter in your top left corner the quickest. How do you do that? Well, you want to take damage and you want to give damage a little faster than your opponent. How do you do that? Well, a little complicated. Best way is to be, doing combos normally. You want to be in a situation where you can bait them into doing their first evolution. Not evolution, I'm sorry. Bait them into doing their first super. Activating reverse gauge brings it up a little bit. If you're the first one to engage reversal, you will gain a chunk of evolution points, or whatever you want to call it. I have to turn this back to regular settings. It doesn't save. Why doesn't it save? I don't know. But you can see here that after one activation of the reverse gauge, I have a little more than half. But my opponent also has about 50%, and they still have yet to activate their reverse gauge. Now they have more than me. Which means they're probably going to evolve first anyway, so forget what I just said. But if you're somebody who knows how to get their gauge up faster, regardless, you want to evolve as soon as you can.
I'll show you what the stealth force can do.
And the reason that you want to get your evolution first is because when you get your opponent's health down to 0 first, you will be able to do 4 life stock points. Before they can. And vice versa, they can do 4 life stock points to you too, but the fact comes in if they did 3, then you have the upper hand, you'll be one ahead. And blah blah blah. Not blah blah blah, but it's basically blah blah blah. You'll have the opportunity to do 4 and then 5 right after when you fill your sublimation gauge up. Sublimation comes after evolution. Means you do more damage now.
No mercy.
Sublimation starts filling up. That is where you can do your ultimate. Ultimate does 5 points. Some people can do 6 points of damage. Depending on certain characters, they can do special things. Whatever that may be. Like Ichigo or whoever that may be.
The fight starts now.
Activating reverse gauge gives me a chunk of sublimation. It is continuously building up. Basically, if my reverse gauge is going down, my evolution bar is going up. We are now in the second half of class here. This is where it gets real good. So I've been handicapping myself. We've all might have been handicapping ourselves after this discovery. When this video is released, people probably believe that Soy Phone is the most broken character in the game right now. He has a 60 damage combo, oh my god, right? No. See, the thing is, Soy Phone may have all those hits, but she doesn't do any damage. So, what's the point, right? I don't see the point. Maybe you can tell me what the point is in the comment section. He's building bar. I just thought about it. She's building more bar. For evolution, I guess. I discovered a way that extends Halibel's combos. I've been doing the basic 4 hitters and teleporting behind into the extension. That's all I knew. And I have to reset the training settings again. Okay, nowhere in the game where it explains what your character is truly capable of. I read down here that a Juha during Coronet quickly thrusts forward to perform an attack. Low power, but leaves opening for attack, so it's easy to use. What do you mean by low power, but leaves opening for an attack? I'm reading that as, okay, low power, but you can leave me open to an attack so I get punished, because that's basically what was happening every time. That just happens. I cannot combo after this. I can do nothing after this. You can grab, but people will react. So, what do I do after that? What's the mystery? Because as far as I knew, this was just to make them block. I couldn't do anything afterwards. I'm better off just doing the heavy version, which gives me an opportunity to combo. I'm plus on this. So upon fooling around a little bit more, I said, let's do this into reverse gauge. And then that's how I get stuff off of that move. Well, this is where it gets good. That move actually combos into a spiritual pressure move, which is the first light projectile you get. Supposed to do that. Time stops a little bit, where you can do, what is this thing called? Azul. And you can actually do light attack after that to combo. Keep the combo going. And then wham. That's only part of the matrix. Remember how I was saying there's things to get you out of the combo to be safe, which is the Y into spiritual pressure 1. That actually can be followed up with Coronet. I didn't read for a while low power but long range and can be canceled into Coronet, Orient, however you say it, after activating. If activated after a flash attack follow-up, you can jump back and unleash a la Azul. So what does that mean? That means I could have been extending my combos the entire time without knowing. Into that. There's a brief window, a very, very brief window, where they're floating in the air and you can catch them with this stab. And then you catch them with the stab. You can do that. Or I meant to do this. And then boom, right into a quick attack. While knowing that, I discovered that there is a combo limit. Say you're in a situation where you have all 150 of your spiritual pressure points. And let's get some reverse gauge just to make sure it's accurate. Being accurate here. This number should be around 1600. Of course, I missed it the first time because it has to be frame perfect. See, I just did 1 damage right there, but I can get it down to 0. It's 1700, 1800 now. See what I mean? It wasn't 15, 17, probably because I have aura at the bottom of the screen. Okay, that time it was 1800 because I hit the full combo and knocked him away. Oh, it just keeps going up. But the limit is probably around 2000. Depending on how you end it. You're not going to go past that amount unless you're a different character. I will mention that I said earlier, there's a reminder that Spiritual Pressure 2 does a crap ton of damage.
You dropped your guard.
Now it's 2800. It changes every freaking time. Now I could say that you won't get past to 3000. You won't get past 2000 damage because reasons. Sources, trust me, bro. But when you are evolved, that damage limit goes up more. Goes up even higher. You're no longer limited. You're no longer limited to 3000. Or you're no longer limited to 2000 combo damage potential. Now that you're released or evolved, it's going to go up exponentially. Already your combo damage is at 4000. You don't have sublimation yet. And your B attack, your heavy spiritual pressure attack, is now doing 4500. Make sure it doesn't change. It will. Now 4900. And again, it's probably my bar at the bottom. I'm not sure why it keeps changing. The bar is my only yes. So now we've hit now we've evolved. Now we have a higher damage limit. Now we have to get to sublimation or spirit drive to break that limit. Oh, now we're at the final part of the video. Hopefully you've learned a lot more than you did before. And that's pretty much it. Now is for you to pass this class. And what way to pass this class? That is for you to take down the entire life bar of the dummy. The opponent, or the whatever. As you might have seen while clicking this video, you probably noticed 10,000 damage. If you can pull that off online, you passed this class. Now, if you can pull that off during an online match, where you would need to have your spirit gauge up to maximum and you would be on your last legs. I have not pulled this off online. It's probably not even possible online, I'm not sure. But for some reason, I keep dropping the first combo. It might be lag, I'm not sure. Might be not even possible online.
Surpass what you can. Let the waves consume. Small but hope. La Grotta. Surpass what you can. Try to surpass me. Your defeat is inevitable. Let the waves consume. A single strike. Sink to the depths by a single shark strike. The torrents will swallow you. Cascade up.